in case you're the type that thought Spanish soap operas were just a little too subtle. Endless Love is the story of a rich young woman whose first love causes complications with a father who is still mourning the loss of his son. The movie is inspired by both the 1979 novel and 1981 movie of the same name, though I have to admit, inspired is not a word that belongs anywhere near a sentence with this movie's title in it. This is about as cookie cutter and cliche as it gets. But let's start with the good stuff. Deo Akinyi. And that's it. He's the guy that plays the lead's best friend and at least offers a bit of humor to this complete train wreck of a film. I mean, I had to look up the kid's name just to make sure I had a best thing. Way to go, Deo. You were the one slight ray of sunshine in an otherwise dark chasm of this movie-making abyss. And at least your lines and delivery seem to be intentionally funny, unlike the many other times I laughed at this film at some of the silliest plot contrivances and cliches I'd ever seen. I mean, come on. From the moment our two leads touch hands because they reach to pick up the same dropped book, we know we're in for a movie we've seen before and won't ever care to see again. Much of this is due to the awful acting of this young cast, who seem more adept at giving blank stares than conveying any kind of emotion or depth. Even Bruce Greenwood and Robert Patrick, who are often good in other things, get in on the melodrama. The whole thing reminds me of one of those fake romance movie trailers that'll pop up in comedies or on TV shows, except this is a real movie. And then the whole thing culminates in such a ridiculously hammy and overplayed finish that I looked around to make sure I wasn't being punked by some sort of hidden camera show. But I couldn't find Ashton Kutcher or Howie Mandel anywhere, so I'm thinking this must actually be a real movie. Either that or it was the ghost of Alan Funt. That's right, dropping some old school references on you. The truth is, Endless Love is a melodramatic, cliche-ridden joke that might be good for a few unintentional laughs, but really not much more. My love for it ends with a D. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. Stay tuned for this review's best ever challenge here in a bit. But first, going to throw some stuff up over here you can click on. If you want to subscribe, which I'd very much appreciate, you can do that by clicking on the big gray subscribe button. And if you want to see more, there are more reviews. The Valentine's Day movies About Last Night and Winter's Tale are over here, as well as the new RoboCop remake. You can also click the logo right up here if you want to go to yourmoviefriend.com. That's where you can search by title for reviews. And finally, this review's best ever challenge. This is where you name the best movie ever in a particular category and also try to identify what my choice is. What is the best unintentional comedy ever? Mine, like many in this category, stars Sly Stallone, as well as someone you may have seen in The Walking Dead. Drop your own answer and a guess at mine in the comments, and the first person to guess mine does get a point. Thanks, and don't forget to subscribe.